Hello everyone, it's me Jenny, and I was going to talk to you guys while I was making myself a cup of tea, but the kettle wasn't very full, so by the time that I had got all my stuff downstairs and found my SD card, which was still on the laptop, the kettle had boiled, so I'll talk to you while drinking tea. The thing I've been thinking about the last couple of days is what do I really want my channel to do, and what do I want to talk about? And coming through that, I've been thinking about how hard it is to express genuine joy in a video form. My favourite videos, if I were to actually pick them and put them in a standard genre, like I love a lot of my movie reviews and I really enjoy like a lot of the videos with my internet friends, and the ones I put a lot of into editing and the ones that are just really weird. I do really like those, but probably if I were to say my favourite type of video would be my dance videos. And I don't really consider myself a dancer, and I've kind of talked about it in the past, but I'm not a dancer, but I do derive a lot of joy from just dancing, whether or not that's, in a formal setting or in public or private setting, whether it's in my back garden or just around my room, or whether or not it's in a club or a ceilidh or a wedding or wherever I get the opportunity to do it. I really, really love it, and that's an expression of joy. And the thing with like happiness is it's easy to express a certain level of happiness on the internet, and there's things I can talk about that involve happiness. There's specific videos that I've done. There's one on Chris Ware's channel. There's I think 2 or 3 other ones on my channel where I literally just list off things that really make me happy. And I'll try and find them and maybe put a link to them in the description. But pretty much everything on my channel in some level is a kind of an expression of happiness. Like I don't really talk about things that make me unhappy unless it's a naked truth, where it's a difficult subject matter, or a subject in general which I feel like I need to talk about in some capacity or another, but isn't necessarily a cheerful one, or it's a movie that I watch for a movie club, or an anime that I watch for anime club which I didn't enjoy, or something that I watch but didn't enjoy. But at the same time, the whole subject of talking about it and critically analysing a story does bring me a certain level of happiness. So like pretty much my entire channel is donated to expressing happiness in some form or another, but expressing joy is a very specific thing that is very rarely able to be captured on camera. And I've tried to break it down to certain things, and there's enjoyment of media, like when you get full joy from media or from something physical, and that's very hard to capture because in order to, whenever you put a camera, it's like a filter, it's a blocking, it's like a third person in the connection. So in order to express like happiness and pure, like that kind of like happy, like energy feeling that you get when like the anime is reaching its peak, or a movie is really like amping up, or that part in the book where you're like, oh, what's gonna happen next? That is really, really hard to capture on film, particularly if you're actually in the moment. Unless you film the entire thing, in which case, again, it's that little wall, like even if, like, unless you have the camera on without knowing, it's almost impossible to capture genuine, like, that sort of feeling when enjoying media. The other one that I was thinking about is, the joy you get from friends and that, like, level of social interaction where you're, like, buzzing, and that's a challenge, because most of the best moments are you should have been there moments. They're the moments where it takes hours of build-up and chatting and socialising and being in the moment, and then, you get those, like, patches where you can't stop laughing. And that's amazing. But it's very hard to capture that on camera. You need those hours to kind of get into the context of you should have been there. And it's possible, when I do like the Project Chronicle hangouts or the movie club hangouts, and you see me chatting with other people, that you could get that level of interaction. But again, if you're watching that, you can't get the same level of if you've been there. And I think there is a level of disconnect between social interactions on the internet and social interactions IRL. I do think that is the case. I mean, you can build amazing friendships, via the internet, but I think there is something to be said for face-to-face interaction, in terms of really building that level of kind of happiness. Thought my camera ran out of battery for a minute there, oops. Sorry about the shaky camera. It's very, very hard to build up And so it's very hard to express that. So as I said, you can watch the Hangouts if I do any Hangouts, but to actually see that type of expression is really hard. And you can combine those two as well. You can have that level of joy, like me and my sister, when we snuggle up in bed and we watch a movie and we have a couple of drinks and you get to that giggly patch and you can comment on the movie and enjoy the silliness of the movie, and that's immediate and socialising joy at the same time. But again, those are both very difficult to capture. And then there's the third type, which is the one that I get from dance, which is, you know, the joy in being self and the joy of, you know, whatever is going on in your brain and it's happy and relaxed. And that one is also kind of hard to capture, and the only time that I physically can do that, and it's also kind of an endorphin thing from exercise, the only time that I can really do that is through dance. And to be honest, I don't want to turn this channel into a dancing channel because I'm not a dancer. I don't get the urge to dance every minute. I just, every once in a while I want to do it, and most of those I want to keep, you know, to myself, dancing around the kitchen at 3 o'clock in the morning, or, you know, that sort of thing. But when I do make dance videos, they are something that I really enjoy. I filmed one last week, which had unfortunately some technical difficulties, so that is sadly not up online, even though actually looking back at it, it's really, really good, but just some of the technical flaws are just enough to break my heart because I can't put it up online. But yeah, there we go. So it's kind of, it's difficult to express joy, but this is what this channel is about. It's about happiness, it's about positivity, and communication and all those things. But yeah, I've rambled on for long enough. I'm going to drink my tea, which also makes me happy. But it's just something I've been thinking about the last couple of days. How hard is it to express genuine happiness? Like the Vlogbrothers, when they do their happy dance, how much of that is, you know, genuine spontaneous things, or oh, I'm feeling happy, I should do a happy dance for the camera because I'm in front of the camera. Like, I feel like a lot of it is genuine, but I don't think we'll ever catch that genuine happy dance, at least not while the camera's on. Like there's a certain level of joy. Like me and my twin sister, about a couple of months ago, one of my favourite things we've ever done was we were just sat at the kitchen table and we both started doing the same Sudoku, and it wasn't a competitive thing. It wasn't like a, you know, I want to do it, you want to do it, or we'll fight over it, or we'll photocopy it and we'll both have one each, or, you know, anything like that. It was literally just us sharing a Sudoku. Like, we didn't talk, we just did it. And that was, like, post doing it was one of my favourite things ever, because it was just a level of complete and utter just mental synergy, and we're just doing it together. And I think you can only really get that from a very long-term committed relationship or from family. But that would be really, really boring to film, and I don't think the moment would have been as good had I been filming. But yeah, there we go. I have been talking way too long. This video is going to take forever to upload. But what gives you guys genuine feelings of joy? Like, you know, there is happiness to be had in pretty much anything out in the world, but what puts you guys in a genuine state of joy and kind of that takes you out of yourself happiness? It's quite rare, and I feel like, you know, learning to understand where those come from is a real step towards just having a really, like, contented life. So if you guys can think of anything that makes you genuinely happy, feel free to put it down in the comments, and I'll see you guys all very soon. Bye guys.